posted that after another early morning rant on Truth Social, angry about a looming deadline to post a nearly $500 million bond so he can appeal what he calls a crazy award by a Trump-hating judge that the former president claims is trying to take away 2024 campaign funding and what's election interference. If he doesn't come up with that bond by Monday, New York Attorney General Letitia James may take Trump property.
The AG's office is making sure everything is in place so it can start taking possession of Trump's assets. Now, the former president owns several properties across the state of New York, including in Westchester County, where the Attorney General filed those judgments and would allow her to seize a golf course and a private estate.
That's Fox's Chanley Painter. Congress has a midnight deadline to prevent a partial government shutdown.
It will take a sprint in the House and Senate to send a $1.2 trillion spending bill to the president's desk before a Saturday shutdown.
When passed, it will extinguish any more shutdown threats for the rest of the fiscal year.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. House Speaker Mike Johnson says there are wins for Republicans, including increased border funding.
That's Fox's Jared Halpern. The new military aid for Ukraine stalled and Congress is not in that bill. And Russia has launched new attacks targeting electrical facilities, causing widespread power outages in Ukraine, killing at least 3 people. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is in Israel for talks with the Prime Minister and War Cabinet, pushing a ceasefire. Before arriving, Blinken said in Egypt,
100% of the population of Gaza is experiencing severe levels of acute food insecurity. We must not allow that to continue.
In Mississippi, the final 2 of 6 white ex-law enforcement officers were sent to prison for torturing 2 black men last year, responding to a complaint they were in a white woman's home. The federal judge gave the 6 sentences ranging from 10 to 40 years behind bars. America's listening to Fox News.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare information guide absolutely free. Call 800-919-3200. That's 800-919-3200. 800-919-3200.
Are you over 30 and putting off life insurance? It's time to get a quick quote from Ethos. A better, easier way to get term life insurance. All online with no medical exam. Answer a few health questions and you could be approved for up to $2 million. Isn't it worth 10 minutes to help protect your family's financial security? Ethos. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
There is a manhunt in Pennsylvania in a case of squatting turned deadly. Police in New York City say they believe a couple living in an apartment left vacant after a tenant's death killed the daughter of the woman who used to live there when she went back to check on her mother's place. The two then fled to Pennsylvania. A manhunt for an escaped prisoner is over in Idaho, ending the day after it began.
Boise police say inmate Skylar Mead and shooting suspect Nicholas Umfenhauer were located in the Twin Falls area and taken into custody. Lieutenant Colonel Sheldon Kelly of the Idaho State Police revealing 2 homicides involving adult males in 2 separate counties may be connected.
No further information on the homicides is available at this time, and the county coroner will provide identity as well as the official cause of death.
Officials say Umfenhauer is an associate of Mead's and that the 2 planned an ambush at a hospital where Mead was being treated, with Umfenhauer attacking and firing at Idaho Department of Correction officers. 1 officer released from the hospital, 2 remain in stable condition. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
Stocks could drop on Wall Street. Futures are down the day after the Dow. The NASDAQ, the S&P 500 closed at record highs. There's already a potential Cinderella team in the men's college basketball tournament.
The first big upset in the NCAA brackets.
We're better than we played, but you got to give Oakland credit.
University of Kentucky men's head basketball coach John Calipari, after his 3rd-seeded Wildcats, who were 13.5-point favorites in their first-round matchup versus 14-seed Oakland, lost 80-76. 3 teams seeded 11th scored wins over 6 seeds. NC State beat Texas Tech 80-67. Duquesne topped BYU 71-67. Oregon over South Carolina 87-73. 16 more games close out the first round today.
Fox's Jared Max. For Duquesne, it was their first NCAA tourney win in 55 years. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Thanks to an executive order from the Illinois Department of Public Health, schools in Illinois now able to carry inhalers for all students. Order allows all trained school workers to treat any student suffering from an asthma attack or any emergency respiratory illness with inhalers or other medications. Illinois Commerce Commission once again reviewing spending proposals from the state's two major electric utility companies. The panel rejecting multi-year plans from Commonwealth Edison and Ameren, Illinois last year that proposed billions of dollars to be spent to support the state's new climate goals. City of Champaign will be helping some homeowners through Vital Repairs with $1 million grant from the state. Residents can pre-apply for a Vital home repair costing up to $60,000 through the city. Repairs eligible to be covered include roofing, electrical and plumbing systems, and improvements needed to improve a home's accessibility so the elderly or those with disabilities can age in place. You're up to date from the Stevie Jay Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
It started with 68 teams, and then there were, 4 losses. So then there were 64 teams, and then there were 16 more losses yesterday. I mean, unbelievable how quickly. There are going to be 16 teams Monday morning, and we started with 68. So we had a fun day. It was what I'd call a good day.
Yes.
It was very fun. The locker room was fun. Everybody was happy. Whoa. Hey,
go Illini!
In the locker room, here we go with Brad.
Unbelievable job, man. That's 1. 5 more to go.
5 more to go. Let's go.
5 more to go.
Let's go. Meteorologist Greg Soye. So Illinois wins. They beat Morehead State. Really good. It was like 48-48. And then we win the game going away 85-69. There was a play, Soye, that Terrence Shannon Jr. made. He tipped the ball away at half court. He dove for the ball. It squirted out. It was a race with like 2 Morehead State.
That's a very good team, and obviously they have.
That's Brad. I'll get that in a second. The ball squirted down court. There were like 3 Morehead State players and Terrence Shannon. Terrence dove for it at the end line all the way at the other end, picked it up, grabbed it, and threw it off the knee of the Morehead State player. That changed the game.
Man.
That was just a brilliant split-second move.
It was three-quarter court. He was diving on the floor like 2 or 3 times, and when he did that, you're going, we're not losing. This guy has put us on his back.
That's focus.
It's at his effort. That is, I'm getting after it. You got to match my energy. You got to match that. And so Illinois went on and just dominated. Dane Danger.
Yeah.
Did not miss.
I like how the coach put it. Just five more victories.
Yeah.
This is a new season, which you did in the regular season. Kind of, okay, we did it. And just 5 games now.
Big Ten tournament champions, ranked 10th in the country.
That's right.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
And we're number 3 seed, and now Duquesne at 7:40 on Saturday night.
Oh, it is late. Okay.
That's a Pittsburgh ball club, is it? Duquesne? No?
I think so. I think they are from Pennsylvania, but they're way quicker. Utah, BYU from Utah, BYU, Brigham Young, big but real slow. I didn't think they looked very good. Duquesne is very quick, so we got to go with energy, rebound, top of the flight effort. They're going to have a hard time matching up with my guys, but we've been around too long. We've seen the Chattanoogas of the world beat us. So we got to go in, focus, play hard, and see if we can get to the next weekend. All right, the weather, looking at the weekend here, meteorologist Greg Soye, brought to you by Busey for over 150 years. Member FDIC. What do you say, Bubba? What do you got?
Well, hey, I tell you, we're in good shape here. 32 at Willard and Savoy, sprinkles and snowflakes, northern Fort Iroquois and Kankakee counties, snowing up towards Chicago, 4 inches of the ground through the better part of Wisconsin. And if you are, for some reason, motoring back out of Omaha, you're into snow, you're into rain, even a couple of thunderstorms from Des Moines on south from there. And try to get out if you can after Saturday's victory, sooner than later. Don't worry, don't panic. But, Sunday night, Monday gets a little problematic out there in the plains and western Corn Belt, i.e. winter storm conditions. Around here, 62 with those sprinkles up to the north this morning. Maybe a stray shower this afternoon. We will work into a partly sunny sky and a south wind this afternoon. Stray shower chance iffy at best this evening, 34 the low. Tomorrow, windy, much cooler. Roller coaster continues at 46, but then popping back into the low to mid 50s Sunday, low to mid 60s Monday. Monday could be kind of touchy here with showers and thunderstorms, maybe heavy and severe stuff in the afternoon and evening. Back down to cooler and a couple of showers in the 40s on Tuesday. near 50 Wednesday and Thursday, and then another impressive storm, and heads up on this for snow to the north and west over Friday and the Easter holiday weekend.
Well, Mr. Greg, we got people in Omaha. The game is at 7:40. Best case, they get a flight out on a charter for the team anyway at like 11:30 or midnight.
That'll be okay. That's Saturday, because I wouldn't want people to stick around, let's say, like into Sunday afternoon, Sunday night.
So if you leave, or because it's going to be late after the game to drive 7 or 8 hours, that's going to be hard.
Well, that'd be a tough drive, but it's doable. Like I said, if you wait till Sunday afternoon, Sunday late afternoon, Sunday night, you're on the cusp of rain and snow and and going downhill from there from Omaha north and west, and you'll just be looking at rain east, but a pretty healthy rain and storm system at that. So stick around for a little bit. Don't push it past Sunday late afternoon.
Gotcha. Okay, that's doable. They get up at 6 a.m. and head home.
That's right.
Yeah, that'll work.
You're the man, my friend. Thank you, meteorologist Greg Solier, kicking off the program. 7-11. There's Diane Ducey.
March Madness, baby.
It's Stevie J looking at my pool here. I lost a Final Eight team in Kentucky. Oakland, from the team we played in December and had a heck of a game with. We beat them 64-53. It was totally their tempo. They tried to control the tempo on a very talented Kentucky. Do you know that 71% of those players that go to Kentucky, 71% of those players that go to Kentucky get drafted in the NBA?
Really?
71%.
Whoa, that's a reputation there.
73% get second contracts, which is the big bucks. No, that's amazing. Anyway, Kentucky loses to Greg Campy. He's been at Oakland, which is in Rochester, Michigan. They were a Division II school when he took over when he was 28 years old. He's now 68.
Wow, 40 years of coaching.
Same team. Same team. Anybody in the history of basketball have the same team for 40 years? Greg Campy, at 4 minutes and 15 seconds left and his team up 2, called a timeout. There's a timeout under 4. But it's 4 minutes, 15 seconds. Coach, why'd you call that timeout?
Well, I really took the timeout for a rest because Golke hadn't come out of the game. Townsend hadn't come out of the game in the second half. And I just wanted to rest them. And because at the under 4, there would be a media timeout, and the first called timeout of the second half is a full timeout, too. So I knew I could get 2 full timeouts in about a 10-second period. And in the NCAA tournament, those timeouts, in the Horizon League, our timeouts are about 1:20. In the NCAA tournament, they're 3 minutes. So that's 6 minutes. That's almost like a halftime of rest. And that's really why I called the timeout. And then I don't have that many smart things to say that they're going to really listen to. So I just let them rest. And then we talked about that we win every close game we play, and we've won for most of the year. We've won 18 of our last 21, and many of them have been last minute, games. And we just, I just tried to instill in them. We win all close games, and you do that by making plays and have the confidence to make it. And if you make a mistake, move on to the next play. That's what we talked about.
Well, that's Greg Campy. He's the head coach at Oakland. But that was on unsportsmanlike about half an hour ago with Michelle Smallman, one of the hosts of the U of I grad.
That's right. Go Illini.
ESPN National Show in the morning.
But upsetting number 3, Kentucky. Wow.
Ooh, that was a big one. And the final was 80-76. They made some threes. This kid named Jack Golke, who played here at the State Farm Center in December. We, again, beat him by 11, but they were really, really good. Jack Golke had 10 3-pointers, including 7 in the first half. The NCAA record is 11. So we've got all the scores. We've got all the tournament action. We're still excited about it because Illinois wins 85-69 over a very good Morehead State team. In fact, their best player is a kid named Riley Minix. He was terrific. He's 31.
31 years old?
He's 31 years old.
No.
Science teacher from Geneseo, Illinois.
Is that right?
He was unbelievable. He was really, really good. Riley Minix after the game on Illinois.
I think their physicality was top of the charts. Like, they were jamming us off ball screens. They're doing all they could, locking and trailing. Like, it was hard to screen them, stuff like that. And then they were just, as J2 was saying, they were a bigger team. 1 through 5, and not just with a Zach Edey type player, but their point guard 6'6". Like, he's backing you down. It's tough to match up with, and they're a great team, well coached, and they just went out there and they could adapt. They could change on the fly. We were blowing up a lot of their stuff, and the way we were blitzing the post, they couldn't really get anything out of that. And then they went into one-on-one ball, and they had to figure it out, and credit to them, they did.
That's a very mature man, 31-year-old Riley Minix. Coach Brad after the game.
Okay.
It's a very good team, and obviously they had a great season. So I thought we had a great spurt in the first half, kind of getting up 7 or 8. I thought that Dane's insertion in the game was obviously critical. He had 21 season high. And then, the all-around game of Marcus, I think somebody told me he's the 10th player in NCAA tournament history to have a triple-double. That's a pretty special night. And so very, very solid. Luke Goody was tremendous off the bench, not just offensively making threes, but his defense I thought was very, very good. He provided great energy, and I thought that Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn was spectacular in the first half, both ends of the court. So survive and advance. We move on, and excited about the opportunity to take on a great Duquesne team.
Yeah, how about that? And then, there was a moment, several, where Marcus was being reminded by, among others, Terrence Shannon Jr., that you're close to a historic kind of a game. Triple-double means double-figure points, double-figure assists, double-figure rebounds.
Mm-hmm. And it was 12 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists at the end of the game.
So, Marcus, tell me about it.
There was probably like 10 minutes left in the second half, and Tyler and Terrence were the ones telling me about it. Terrence was the one that really wanted me to get it. He said, when I needed like 4 points left, he said if I don't start shooting, he was going to fight me. So I had to start shooting a little bit.
I love it.
That's so funny. You're going to get this kid. And then we made the final 3 to get from 9 to 12 points. Brad called an immediate timeout to get him out of the game. Because you don't want him to play when we won the game. Just get him out and don't risk anything.
Right.
Okay, we have.
If you don't start shooting, I'm going to fight you. There's motivation.
Yeah. Anyway, what a
and
what
Dane Danger.
Dane Danger was. We don't beat Ohio State without Dane Danger, and this thing could have gone down to the wire. And you don't want games going down to the wire when you're a better team. And so Dane Danger came in, was 9 for 9.
Yes.
With 8 rebounds and 21 points, making free throws. He was remarkable. And his whole second half was like, get it into Dane because nobody's going to stop him.
Yeah.
And it was wonderfully executed. Brad did a great job in the second half, getting everybody on the page. Illinois advances, you said 7:40 Central Time, Saturday night.
That's right.
Wow.
Go Illini. And our Illinois women beat Missouri State, so they'll play on Sunday against Stony Brook at the State Farm Center.
Excellent. Play again.
Go Illini.
Weather brought to you by Urbana Park District.
And they remind you they got their Sunday morning bird walk. So a festive weekend ahead, feeling like spring. Sunday morning bird walk start at the Anita Purvis Nature Center at 7:30. Learn more at urbanaparks.org.
If you need tires, stand by.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign Van Ness Saturday back into milder mode for the day today with a weather system passing to the north. Organized snows through the northern Great Lakes region and northern Corn Belt. And that weather pattern remains a pretty active one, by the way, in our general neck of the woods for the foreseeable future. But nothing more than an isolated shower for the day today, and that mainly north of Champaign. Even a couple of snowflakes this morning up towards the Kankakee. 62 later on today as winds turn southerly and a partly sunny sky. Isolated shower chance early on tonight. Breezy low down to 34. Windy, much cooler for the day tomorrow. Partly cloudy and the high to about 46. Partly sunny, milder 53 on Sunday. 62 with some showers and thunderstorms on Monday. Tuesday, still a couple of showers. Back to cooler weather. The high near 50. Lower 50s and some short-term drier weather for Wednesday and Thursday of next week. And then late next week back into a warm-up and scattered showers and thunderstorms as well. High temperatures into the lower 60s. Heads up late in the weekend, by the way, if you're going to stick around out there at Omaha. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Since Busey Bank first opened our doors in 1868, we have built upon a tradition of close relationships and broad financial capabilities. Our experienced team provides the highest level of personalized service to ensure we accomplish your goals, simplifying your wealth management and business lending needs and ensuring a legacy for generations. building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
It's the Fox Business Report.
Stock futures are pointing to more gains for the major averages today after closing at records again yesterday. HSBC is raising its rating on U.S. equities, suggesting stocks will go even higher. Its strategists say compared with bull markets of the last few decades, it's been a pretty subpar recovery. They say it doesn't matter if the Federal Reserve cuts interest rates 2 or 3 times, so long as the Fed does cut. Nike shares are slumping, and its disappointing quarter is dragging down shares of competitors Adidas and Puma. Nike says it was facing flat sales and higher costs in recent months. Though FedEx shares are rallying, FedEx is reporting business was better than forecast in the recent quarter. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola, invested in you.
Stay on top of the latest forecast with America's Weather Team in the palm of your hands.
Here's the latest from America's Weather Center.
It's Fox weather updates throughout your busy day, every day.
5 inches of rain by tomorrow.
Temperatures being 30 degrees above average.
Put the power of over 100 meteorologists and the worldwide resources of Fox in your hands with the Fox Weather Podcast. Precise, personal, powerful. Subscribe and listen now at foxnewspodcasts.com.
At ABC Heating and Air, it's our promise to help you always be comfortable. Do you need rescued because you're burning hot? Do you need rescued because your air is shot? Call ABC Heating and Air at 352-5400 and let us rescue you from the heat. ABC Heating and Air, 352-5400. Can't you see you need to call me at ABC? Call ABC Heating and Air. That's ABC Heating and Air, 352-5400.
Tapman's Towing, team of experienced tow professionals, is seeking others with CDLs, previous tow experience, and or strong interest in serving others. Please visit our career page at tapmanstowing.com.
Are you ready? A free trip to the most lavish resort out of this world. The most spectacular landscapes and majestic views ever imagined. Where all human pains, afflictions, worries, concerns, they'll all be gone for eternity. You're right. It will be heaven. Well, it is very simple. Start your journey today. The Lord opens His welcoming arms to greet you. And this week, visit His house. Attend church services of your choice. We have found the Lord at Muhammad Christian Church. Listen to the words. Jesus will guide you as to where you need to be. And for our friends in nursing homes or assisted living, please attend your weekly prayer services. It is that simple. Start your journey today. The Lord will put His arm around you and give you comfort. Take away all your problems, anxieties, and pains for eternity. Are you ready? The Lord has been expecting you.
This is Eric Bowen with Provident Financial Group. We are honored to be celebrating 15 years of service and want to thank all of our amazing clients for their confidence and trust. We look forward to meeting the needs of current and future clients in the years to come. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network. Member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Dre Gibbs Longhorn came into the game, the freshman, and he made 2 3-point plays. Just, what?
Nice.
Dre Gibbs Longhorn, along with Coleman and Brett Underwood after the game.
I feel like what it mainly came from is that all regular season, even in the Big Ten tournament, I could not hit those shots. I just couldn't hit those shots, but I told myself, like, I'm going to keep shooting. Like, I know I did this all in high school, all middle school, all elementary. Like, I make these shots, and so I'm not going to stop shooting them now. And so I just kept shooting, and what do you know? All of a sudden, 2 in a row fall.
He's always stayed ready, and he's worked really hard, and he's done a great job on the scout team, and that hard work showed today, and the confidence showed today. Freshman year, if you would have threw me out there, I probably would have airballed those shots, but he's a real confident kid, so I'm glad to see that he can help us.
When you see that ball go in, that is like unlocking the vault sometime. And, his confidence is growing. He knows that I'm comfortable with him and can throw him in at any time. And it's really good to see a jump shot go. And because he can really get going doing that.
Ooh, boy, that's the guy you're not thinking is going to help you, and he helped us yesterday. First half was tight. If you didn't see it, Illinois was tied. I think it was 48-48. And then Terrence made that diving on the play, unbelievable, threw it off the guys. I mean, just amazing hustle play. And I thought really changed the tone of the game. And Illinois just went crazy with Dane Danger and Coleman Hawkins playing at the same time. 85-69, Illinois wins. All right, for your brackets, Drake loses, and many had picked Drake as a 10 to beat Washington State. Washington State beat them 66-61, so Drake out of Des Moines, Iowa is out. North Carolina easily over Wagner. It was 90-62. How about Nevada and Dayton? Nevada coached by former Indiana player, Steve Alford, who just took his 5th team to the NCAA. He's been in a lot of places. And Nevada had a 58-40 lead. Nevada had a 58-40 lead with 7 minutes to play and lost.
Whoa. That's falling apart right there.
24-4 run at the end of the game, and Nevada loses
Did
to...
Nevada have an injury?
Nope. They just kind of slowed it down. It was Dayton 63, Nevada 60. Arizona beat whoever they played, Long Beach State. That was a Don Munson story where we're parting ways, and then they win the tournament accidentally and got into the NCAA. They lost 85-65. That was in the Western regionals. Also, North Carolina State, who won 5 straight to win the ACC. What the heck? North Carolina State won. They beat Texas Tech 11/6, 80-67. The upset of the night was Kentucky losing to Oakland 80-76. Also, Gonzaga. Who said Gonzaga's done? Mm-hmm. Now McNeese is going to beat him. 86-65 Gonzaga. The Zags move on. Kansas holds on with Samford. It was quite a game. Kansas had a 10-point lead most of the way. Held on to win 93-89. South Carolina, Oregon, heard so many good things about South Carolina. That was an 11/6. Well, the 11 Oregon pounded them, 87-73. It was Creighton getting past John Gross in Akron, 77-60. Texas beat, Colorado State. The final, Texas 56, Colorado State 44. Colorado State had 11 points at halftime.
Oh, man. That's embarrassing.
It was Tennessee 83, St. Peter's 49, and that's your 16-game first-rounder. 4 Big Ten teams. The Big Ten is 2-0. Michigan State with their real comfortable win.
Right, 69-51 over Mississippi State, but now they advance to a 4:30 game tomorrow against number 1 seed North Carolina.
If I'm North Carolina, I don't like the draw. I think Michigan State's capable.
I see.
Yeah, I think Michigan State could beat North Carolina.
Well, there you go, Spartans.
2-0 for the Big Ten. Good start. 4 teams play. Northwestern will play early. They're like the first game. Florida Atlantic, Northwestern go at it. Nebraska plays today. They go against a very tough Texas A&M team. And then you got Wisconsin. They've got a game today. They'll play James Madison. The Badgers are in it. And, of course, number 1 Purdue will take on Grambling.
Okay.
And that's...
that was the play-in game then for a 16 seed.
Right, exactly. So, see, at the Boilermakers, they lost to a 16 last year. All right, a couple of things. AOC...
That would bust some brackets if that happened again.
Yeah, no question. AOC talking to Tony Bobulinski, one of the associates of Hunter Biden. Got some clips there you want to hear.
Okay.
And I think it's unbelievable that Donald Trump has to come up with $454 million by Monday. When you're appealing a case, can't you wait to see if you win the appeal before you have to sell everything?
Right.
I don't get it. And nobody in the real estate world is jumping through hoops to help Donald Trump get $454 million when the collateral is real estate. Although I think he has plenty of real estate. But what if he sells it? Can he get it back if he wins the appeal? It feels horribly unfair. We'll get into that coming up next. ESPN 93.5, 7:30 in Champaign-Urbana.
Hi, this is Steve from Good Vibes.
And I'm Luke Goody from your men's basketball team.
So, Luke, you're what, about 6'7"?
Yeah? Why?
Because size matters in basketball and video.
I know it's easier to shoot over a smaller guy.
And it's easier to see every detail on the biggest screen. That's why we brought in Sony's 98-inch Bravia. Unbelievable TV for gaming and sports.
That's not taller than me, though, is it?
No, but it's 8 inches wider than you are high. It is large and in charge.
All right, so it's big. Does it lose something blown up that size?
Nope. The Sony Cognitive Processor delivers wide dynamic contrast, billions of natural colors, and high peak brightness all the way to the corners over 8 feet apart.
So all that means is it's expensive, right?
$69.99 isn't cheap, but it's less than a good projector and screen, and it works in bright rooms.
So, how much am I getting paid for this commercial again?
Well, not that much, Luke, but with your good credit, it's under $650 a month with 0%, including tax and installation by Good Vibes experts.
Pelosi, former President Trump now has only 3 days to secure a more than $450 million bond. And New York Attorney General Letitia James already laying the groundwork to seize his assets if he doesn't.
The Attorney General's office has filed judgments in Westchester County, where Trump's National Golf Club and the Seven Springs estate are located. Legal experts say, though, it is premature to assume the properties in Westchester will be the first the AG goes after.
Fox's Madeline Rivera. Trump took to Truth Social to say, quote, "This is communism in America." Secretary of State Antony Blinken touching down in Tel Aviv to share alternatives to Israel's planned assault on Rafah.
There are more than 1 million people in Rafah, many of whom were displaced from other parts of Gaza. A major ground operation there would mean more civilian deaths. It would worsen the humanitarian crisis.
Blinken speaking from Egypt. America's listening to Fox News.
Okay, so you might need a set of new tires.
Yes.
I needed 8 of them recently. And they're not cheap.
That's right.
But I've got great tires from Clay Dooley.
And Firestone, real good quality. Clay Dooley, 311 South Neal Street in Champaign.
And you're going to pay a little more for these Firestone. However, I'm giving you $500 head start.
And think of the longevity you get when you get the Firestone tires from Clay Dooley.
So if you are interested in tires from Clay Dooley, we're helping you buy four Firestone tires. I'm giving $500 off. And you'll have some really good tires on your vehicle.
Absolutely.
So what you do if you're interested is either go to ghoststever.com and enter ghoststever.com. It's up right now. Or go to 217-359-2255 on the Fisher National Bank text line.
And we've got the tires for you. But, of course, Clay Dooley does AC repair, or oil changes, brake repair, alignments, and more. So you can find out more at claydooley.com.
$500 off a set of Firestone tires, 4 of them. Just text in tires. 217-359-2255 or go to ghoststever.com. It's a great deal. Good luck.
Here's a look at local news. Decatur police say a suspect who was shot and killed by officers Monday night carrying a BB gun, not a real one. Police say the suspect matched the description of a man who held up a Decatur discount store. Police say 38-year-old Rocky Dupin allegedly pulled out the BB gun when confronted by police, fired at him. He was rushed to Decatur Memorial Hospital where he died. Voters in Ford County this week passing one proposition but rejected another. On Tuesday, they rejected a 1% sales tax that would have supported local schools. Loss means GCMS, PBL, and Tri-Point school districts will have to find other ways to finance changes they say needed at the schools. Bill under consideration in Springfield would require social media companies to notify parents if they find their child being threatened or is in some sort of danger. Bill passed unanimously out of the House Consumer Protection Committee. Bill would also give the Illinois attorney the power to pursue social media companies that don't comply. You're up to date from the Stevie Jay Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign and Van vicinity back into milder mode for the day-to-day, while snows pass well to the north. There may be a couple of snow flurries up near the Kankakee, even a sprinkle to the north of Champaign early on this morning. Otherwise, partly sunny skies. Slim chance for a shower this afternoon. We'll make it to about 62 as winds turn southerly and pick on up at 12 to 22 and gusty. Might be a lone shower this evening. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, breezy, low down to 34. Not bad for the weekend. A windy, much cooler day's worth of weather tomorrow. Temps back down a bit below average at 46 with a northeast to east wind. Down tomorrow night to near 30. Then partly sunny, a little bit milder for the day on Sunday. The high at about 53. We'll warm it up to 62 with showers and thunderstorms Monday. Cool it down to 52 on Tuesday with some shower activity around. Then lower 50s for highs, more seasonal. Wednesday and Thursday next week back into another dynamic system. Late next week towards Friday, high temperatures into the 60s and additional showers and thunderstorms as well. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm Peter Olchis, Greg Soldier.
Real buzz around here with the NCAA tournament, the fact that Illinois won, and that means University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign Fighting Illini play on Saturday night.
Go Illini!
7:40 against a very good 11 seed Duquesne who upset BYU yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Talk more about that as we go. Brother Johnny is down in New Orleans. Johnny!
Hey, Stevie Jay. Hey, I like you guys. Didn't Christian pick Kentucky?
Oops.
Yeah.
I think I did too because it was just KY letters.
Well, that was the deal where you just pick one winner on the day, and you had BYU and Christian had Kentucky. Yeah. Nice shooting, guys.
Right.
Yeah, well,
hey,
that's,
get them next year, Stevie.
Yeah, my goal, my goal as a prognosticator will be to make it to the first Friday.
Right.
Man, unbelievable.
Look, they played great. I like the game, and we need to take it to them. The Kane won. They got LeBron's tennis shoes, Steve.
Yeah, LeBron James played for that coach of Duquesne. That played, must have been high school.
Nice.
Jennifer, are you?
Oh yeah, okay.
Jennifer, are you there?
I am here. I'm loving the conversation.
Well, LeBron James, Johnny, you said he gave his former coach and all the players new tennis shoes, so that's not fair. So there's some sort of violation.
And obviously they worked against BYU, and we got to deal with that.
You got to deal with that. Jennifer,
look, you can't mess with that, right? Like if it's a good omen, it's a good omen.
Jennifer Stefano is a GOP strategist based in Philadelphia this morning. Is that where you are, Jennifer?
That's where I am. Yeah.
Okay, so
and Duquesne is a Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Other side of the state.
Have you been there before? Or?
Oh yes, and listen, I'm a Villanova alum.
Oh. They had it
so
going on.
I have feelings.
Oh, man.
Okay, I have feelings.
We still remember Villanova beat Patrick Ewing at Georgetown shooting 72% in the national championship game back in the day with Raleigh Massimino, wasn't it?
The great Raleigh Massimino.
Wow,
yes,
Stevie.
yes.
Oh, he was great. He was awesome. All right.
Stuff you pull out, Stevie.
I have no idea where it comes from. Okay, so let's go ahead and play the wisdom of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Talking to Tony Bobulinski, a business associate of Hunter Biden.
I have a quick question. Simple. Is it your testimony today that you personally witnessed President Joe Biden commit a crime?
I believe the fact that he was sitting with me while I was putting together a business
Did you
deal,
witness the president commit a crime? Is it your testimony today?
Yes.
And what crime have you witnessed?
How much time do I have to go through it?
It is simple. You name the crime. Did you watch him steal something?
Corruption statutes, RICO and conspiracy.
What is it? What is the crime, sir?
You
specifically.
You asked me to answer the question. I answered the question.
No.
RICO, you're obviously not familiar with. Corruption
Excuse me,
statutes.
sir. Excuse me, sir. RICO is not a crime. It is a category. What is the
It's a category of crimes that you're then charged
You
under
have charges.
A long 100.
You have charges. Sir, please
want me to name the exact statute under RICO?
Yes.
Well, it's funny. In this committee room, everyone's not here. There's over 18
All right, sir. I reclaim my time.
lawyers that went to law school.
I reclaim my time.
You guys
hey,
to
thank
define
you,
the
sir. I
statute.
reclaim my time.
She is brilliant. She needs to be president. She's a former barista, but boy, Jennifer, comment on all that. Just comment.
I mean, look, we know AOC is not the leading intellect of the United States Congress. She clearly had no interest in anything other than trying to give herself a viral moment. And this was just a useless endeavor, not helpful to the American people, and just indicative of Democratic doublespeak, right? They like to play with words. They like to name things that, rename things or go in a direction that totally distracts from the point. And she's asking a witness to answer a legal question. That's not appropriate. I mean, she's ridiculous. So I think this is classic of AOC. It's classic of what is increasingly becoming a Democratic Party that can't stand on the issues, can't stand on their record, and just engages in personal attacks.
And there's not a lot of intelligent discussion because there wasn't a lot of discussion there. She was just kind of badgering. But remember, Jennifer, that's the same girl who objected to the deal that New York made with Amazon because they wanted them to set up that shop, Steve, that would have generated $30 billion in revenue. So they gave them a 10% discount if they'd come to New York, which is $3 billion. And AOC wanted to use that $3 billion for the schools, so she stopped the deal. And then she said, now we can put the $3 billion into the schools. It's like, no, sweetheart, there is no $3 billion. And there's no $27 billion. There's nothing.
I don't know. I don't know. It's absolutely dizzying to hear her. And by the way, her district, Jennifer, is awful. I mean, they're having prostitution. And, I mean, a mess.
Really?
And there's somebody challenging her on the left, I think.
Yeah. And so, you know, the thing about AOC and these radicals, the left-wing progressives, is that they misunderstand a fundamental problem. The greatest social program, and Ronald Reagan said this, is a job. So the best thing you can do is create jobs so there are not poor. But what these radical left-wing progressives say is, no, you know, business owners are bad, businesses are bad, we need to take everything from them, and we need to give it to the poor. Well, wouldn't it be nice if people weren't poor to begin with because they had opportunity?
Yeah.
And there will always be poor among us. That's a biblical principle that I think is correct, and it doesn't mean we shouldn't try to help or serve them or improve conditions. But the best thing to do is give people an opportunity not to be poor, to work, to use their gifts and their skills. And instead, she's not just a job crusher, she's a soul crusher, because when you remove opportunity, when you remove people's ability to earn their own success, whatever limited or great gifts they're given, you remove a key fundamental of the ability to be happy. I mean, that's one of the key elements of happiness in tons of study out of Harvard and elsewhere, earning your own success.
Well, there's no doubt it's a matter of, if you don't need them to do anything, then what you're saying is you're really worthless. Here, just take this and stay out of the way. We don't need you for anything. And that's soul crushing. That's exactly right.
I know you're on a tight schedule, Jennifer. How many more minutes do I have with you? I have another question, but you might not have time. What are you at? We're at 42.
Well, this is fun. I like being with you, so go ahead and ask.
All right. Last thing I'm going to ask Jennifer Stefano, Brother Johnny here. Donald Trump's supposed to come up with $450+ million Monday. When you are appealing some sort of a legal case, why in God's name wouldn't you be given the chance to see if you win the appeal before you sell everything? It is the most one-sided thing I've ever seen, no matter what you think of Donald Trump. This is not fair, Jennifer.
Right. Look, the people going after President Trump are not interested in justice. Let's be really clear. The people going after the president are engaged in a political witch hunt because they despise Donald Trump. They could not ever get over that he defeated Hillary Clinton in 2016. They're never going to recover from that, okay? They can't believe the will of the people prevailed in 2016, all right? And this is just a political witch hunt. And my concern is it just upends justice. It upends what our justice system is supposed to do, and it makes people doubtful. And this is the continued problem with the way we have, especially the left, is hyper-politicized the law to go after their political enemies. This is not what should be happening in a free and civil society. I've said this before. This is 1950s Moscow tactics. I just wrote a column in the Philadelphia Inquirer talking about what happened during COVID. It's been 4 years since Pennsylvania and other states started to shut down. And a lot of the tactics employed by the CDC, by the federal government, were 1950s KGB tactics, discrediting, Anthony Fauci, discrediting Stanford doctors who challenged his point of view. I mean, they ran hit jobs against them. So I'm really concerned about what this means for the country.
Well, and it seems just, I guess pun intended, it's so trumped up. I mean, there basically is a group of people said, hey, he said these assets were valued at $2 billion. We think it was more like $1.5 billion, and making pay through $400 million. Where is the crime in that one, Stevie?
No,
AOC should ask, where's the crime?
Yeah,
and
right.
He paid the money back. I mean, this is just another one of those contrived, fraught list of accusations. And Jennifer's 100% right. They're just trying to take Donald Trump down. It doesn't matter if it's fair, and it doesn't matter if that's what our justice system was made for. It was actually designed to keep this kind of thing from happening. And so it's pretty frustrating to watch.
Well, Jennifer, I know that there's a listener that texted into 359-2255 saying if he's a self-proclaimed billionaire, why can't he come up with it himself?
Well, first of all, the justice system does not go on just what people proclaim. I mean, everyone walks into a courtroom and proclaims they're innocent. Then you would have to just let everybody who walked in and proclaimed something go free. You know, the president said he had about $400 million in liquid assets, but that is not what you base justice on. It is not what do you have. That's not appropriate. It is what are the charges that were brought forward for the president? What would the penalty be if those charges are deemed to be true? And then what is the appropriate appeals process before he would have to pay that? And then, of course, the other question is, let's say he paid it up front to avoid it being larger in the future as he goes through the appeals process. The question becomes, what is the adjudication process to get back his money if on appeal he wins? And I think people are not looking at, does he have it, doesn't he have it, but is this fair? Is this just? And I would contend when it comes to President Trump, we're not seeing justice and we're not seeing fairness. We're seeing a
and the other thing too, Jennifer, if you are Mark Cuban and own the Mavericks, which are maybe $3 billion, you don't have $3 billion. You don't want to sell your team, and so it's not like, oh, I'll just go write a check, because it's based on the things you own, and you don't want to have to sell them to pay off a temporary bill. So
it's the equivalent of someone taking what your car's worth and your house is worth and all your furniture is worth and any jewelry you have is worth, and saying, well, she has all that money and he has all that money, you should be giving it. No, I'll have to sell everything.
If someone says you owe $20,000 and you may not, but you have to sell your car to pay them, that's really not fair. You need the car.
Yeah, right. Jennifer, before I let you go, who's the vice president pick for Donald Trump?
I think it's going to be Tulsa. I think he's going to go. I think he's going to pick a woman. I do. And I think it's going to be someone who is a Democrat or a centrist, and I think that's smart on his part. I think it is actually a uniting thing that can bring some of the Democrats that are really put off by the radical progressives. And I think Gabby Tulsa's probably it.
Tulsi,
I don't know about
you said Tulsi Gabbard, is that what you said?
Sorry, did I revert Tulsi? Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's not a Democrat. She switched.
Independent.
She did, but I would still consider her a Democrat.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that would scare me, because I'm afraid I don't trust them.
Well, she's a great example, and I would call for, to me, the best thing he could do would be to refer to her as a Democrat. And the reason is it shows a bipartisanship, and from a branding perspective, to win the middle, to win people on the more towards the center in the Democratic Party, I would absolutely play up her Democratic credentials. I think it would be wise of him to do that from a PR and branding standpoint to help win the middle, because that's going to matter. People are really disenfranchised in the Democratic Party, and that's a great way to get them.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. She's got a lot of guts, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Well, listen, Jennifer, nice to meet you and have you. Jennifer Stefano, Stefano. How can people connect with Jennifer Stefano?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, or X. And they're at Jennifer Stefano. Stefano with an F.
I got you. Thanks for being on, Jennifer. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jennifer. Great talking with you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Johnny, I wanted to play you this. This is in the locker room after the game.
Yeah.
This is pretty good.
It is.
So it's Marcus Damask, who had a triple-double, only the 10th in the history of the NCAA tournament, which is quite remarkable. We've been playing this a while. So here's what he said about when he knew he was close.
There was probably like 10 minutes left in the second half, and Tyler and Terrence were the ones telling me about it. Terrence was the one that really wanted me to get it. He said, when I needed like 4 points left, he said if I don't start shooting, he was going to fight me. So I had to start shooting a little bit.
He's going to fight me.
Well, I'll tell you, that was a great finish, and I think I think we just need to, like I said, move that ball. I think you need to go inside like we did. I don't want to make it a game of horse because you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You might lose that game because some of these folks can shoot, but man, they can't stop us when we start going to the bucket. Gee, man, danger zone.
Danger. Hey. So also, there's this kid that was so good for them. Riley Minix, 31-year-old science teacher from Geneseo, was on their team. He was the guy making those tough shots inside. Riley Minix. Here's what he said after the game.
I think their physicality was top of the charts. Like, they were jamming us off ball screens. They're doing all they could, locking and trailing. Like, it was hard to screen them, stuff like that. And then they were just, as J2 was saying, they were a bigger team, 1 through 5, and not just with a Zach Edey type player, but their point guard's 6'6". Like, he's backing you down. It's tough to match up with, and they're a great team, well coached, and they just went out there and they could adapt. They could change on the fly. We were blowing up a lot of their stuff, and the way we were blitzing the post, they couldn't really get anything out of that. And then they went into one-on-one ball, and they had to figure it out, and credit to them, they did.
How about a 31-year-old player, huh? Man.
That's amazing. Yeah. Well, was that the guy who was killing us?
Yeah. He was inside and made fadeaways and hit threes. Yeah, he was tough. He was
that's
really
the guy.
Hey, this might just be. I think it's breaking news. Donald Trump has just said he has $500 million in cash.
Wow.
Well, I mean that's good, but I still don't think it's fair. And,
can't the judge say no? Actually, it's $650 now.
Well, I guess. Where did you come up with that number? There wasn't even any particular payment to be made. There was no. I like AOC to ask, what was the crime? What was the crime? What was the crime?
Yeah,
you know?
That's right. Where is the crime?
Right.
Where is? I reclaim my time. What the heck?
Well, and he probably had to hawk a few things as opposed to selling it. But he might be paying 12% too.
He said he was going to use it on his campaign. So.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
Donald Trump says I have almost $500 million in cash, so that leaves him a measly $50 million. Not going to do much. That's not going to go far. Not in a campaign like it. Don't you need $1 billion to be president now?
I don't
pretty much.
I don't think you can get in with $1 billion.
Wow.
I really don't. It's more than that.
And some are saying
more than that will be spent. For sure.
Some are saying this kind of thing is pretty blatantly clear, even to the person that can't stand Donald Trump, that this doesn't appear to be fair. And so I think we understand fairness in America. I really do. Most do. The ones that just hate him, think he's a criminal and awful. They're never going.
Well, it's kind of like going back to the Mavericks. Someone might say that team shouldn't be worth more than $1.25 million.
Yeah.
But somebody will pay $3 billion, so you can say, no, it's worth $3 billion. No, that's overinflated. Give us $500 million cash. It's kind of like that. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. No.
You may honestly disagree with the estimate of the value with the appraisal, but that doesn't mean there's a crime committed, and they're just saying it was so far off it was fraudulent. And I would have to say, based on what I've seen, that Donald Trump's getting, once again, railroaded. So,
yeah. All right, we'll see. Tulsi Gabbard was an interesting call. I've not heard that.
Hey.
No, I hadn't thought of Tulsi. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. I think, Steve, you know, like I said Wednesday when we were talking to Eddie, it's hard to make predictions, especially for the future. That's what Yogi Berra said.
That's right. All right, Johnny, 7:40 tomorrow night. We'll play again in Omaha, Nebraska against Duquesne. 7:40 Saturday night, the Fighting Illini play Game 2. Mm-hmm. What we hope is a 6-game winning streak here in the NCAA tournament. Okay, Johnny, thank you. We'll talk next week.
One thing, Steve, I'm a little tired because I stayed up too late watching. I remember 41 years ago watching Jimmy Valvano's North Carolina State team, who had no shot at the tournament, but ran through the ACC conference tournament and won it, which is what these guys did. They won 5 games to get in the tournament, and they look pretty tough.
Yeah, they beat Texas Tech, didn't they?
Yeah, pretty bad.
Wow.
That's just, this basketball here in March, it's madness.
That's right. Yep. All right, Johnny, thank you. Talk soon.
Right,
thank you.
See you later.
Brother Johnny down in New Orleans this morning, ESPN 93.5. 5 till. Check Greg's weather, brought to you this morning by Carl.
Carl reminds you they're always looking to, dedicate themselves to the health of community members across the region. And if you're looking for an opportunity to serve others in a supportive environment, visit carl.org/careers.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign, Van Ness, Saturday back into milder mode for the day-to-day with the weather system passing to the north. Organized snows through the northern Great Lakes region and northern Corn Belt. And that weather pattern remains a pretty active one, by the way, in our general neck of the woods for the foreseeable future. But nothing more than an isolated shower for the day-to-day, and that mainly north of Champaign. Even a couple of snowflakes this morning up towards the Kankakee. 62 later on today as winds turn southerly in a partly sunny sky. Isolated shower chance early on tonight. Breezy low down to 34. Windy, much cooler for the day tomorrow. Partly cloudy and the high to about 46. Partly sunny, milder 53 on Sunday. 62 with some showers and thunderstorms on Monday. Tuesday, still a couple of showers. Back to cooler weather. The high near 50. Lower 50s and some short-term drier weather for Wednesday and Thursday of next week. And then late next week back into a warm-up and scattered showers and thunderstorms as well. High temperatures into the lower 60s. Heads up late in the weekend, by the way, if you're going to stick around out there at Omaha. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm Beatles, Greg Solgay.
All right, coming up, do you know that the CDC until recently had said you're still got to be home 5 days if you're diagnosed with COVID, which has evolved now to a cold and low-grade fever.
Right.
Anyway, CDC's dropping that. We've got thought leader in healthcare, Todd Furness, on that in just a moment, 10 minutes or so. Okay, so we do have a Stever, the program where I happily hand you money to go spend it. And today we're having you spend it at Clay Dooley.
Clay Dooley, 311 South Neal Street in Champaign. It's about a block, south of downtown?
Yeah.
Block or two.
Very easy.
Near the old Farm and Fleet. No, Champaign Surplus.
Yeah, very close. Mm-hmm. Tire and Auto Center. It's Clay Dooley. And what we have is $500 toward a set of 4 Firestone tires. So if you're buying Firestone tires, you're not going to get a deal like this anywhere else.
That's right. So, if you've been waiting to get new tires, now is the time to text in tires 217-359-2255 and see if you come out a winner.
That would be on the Fisher National Bank text line. All of our guests on the phone appear on the Tapman's Towing phone line. But for Clay Dooley, Firestone tires, set of 4, $500 off, 217-359-2255, or you can go to GoStever.com, text in tires, or go to GoStever.com, and good luck. The news is next.
Welcome to Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
Hi, I'm looking for a refrigerator.
When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
Oh, yeah, well, I just need a refrigerator. Don't need the whole store.
But you get it, the whole store.
My kitchen is only about this big.
You get me.
Hello.
All those delivery, installation, and service technicians in back.
Wow, all those people?
The Dick Van Dyke 5-10-year protection plan, which means in the unlikely event something goes wrong in the first 5 years, your repair cost is nothing.
Nothing?
10 years parts coverage on the major components.
Looks like I'm getting more than a refrigerator today. How much does this whole store cost?
Nothing.
Come on.
For real. We guarantee to beat any competitor's deal, all that other stuff we talked about, like our service tax.
And your 5-10-year protection plan?
All included.
I'm Dennis Freakin, chairman of Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. And when we say you get the whole store, we mean the whole store. Wow!
Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
When it comes to finding a reliable vehicle, look no further than Sarah Champagne, your trusted automotive destination. They carry a lineup of top brands, including Honda, BMW, Subaru, GMC, and Buick. And they're not just about cars, they're about people. Their team is dedicated to providing you with trustworthy service and dependable vehicles that fit your lifestyle. Experience the difference at Sarah Champagne. Visit Sarah, Serra, Champagne.com.
Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery has store-wide savings as they celebrate their anniversary. Installation is half off Mohawk waterproof luxury vinyl floors. The installation is free on Mohawk carpet. And get up to $1,000 of instant rebates on Mohawk carpet and floors. Instant rebates on all furniture. Plus, buy it all with 2 years free financing. Don't miss the anniversary sale going on now at Carpet Weavers.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
No jury, no crime, no victim. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Former President Trump posted that in another Truth Social rant this morning against the civil fraud ruling. He's having a hard time finding enough money to appeal in New York. He calls the judge crooked and Attorney General Letitia James a Trump hater, ahead of the Monday deadline for the former president to post a nearly $500 million appeal bond. If he can't, the AG is getting ready to seize Trump property.
The Attorney General's office has filed judgments in Westchester County, where Trump's National Golf Club and the Seven Springs estate are located. For now, former President Trump has ruled out the possibility of selling properties because he would have to do so potentially at fire sale prices, which he says would cause irreparable damage if he does win on appeal.
Fox's Madeline Rivera. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken has been in Israel for hours talking with the Prime Minister and the War Cabinet, trying to stop the fighting in Gaza and a looming Israeli offensive in an area filled with Palestinian civilians.
Israel insists there will be no let-up in its war against Hamas. That's despite growing pressure from the United States, which has for the first time called for an immediate ceasefire in a draft UN resolution. The text ties a ceasefire to the release of Israeli hostages.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Amid a surge of illegal immigration that has set records, a rush at the border in El Paso, Texas.
The New York Post capturing this on video. Hundreds of migrants, mostly adult males, by the way, storming the Razor fence, shoving National Guard troops and illegally entering the country. At least one migrant, we're told, has been charged with assault. Perhaps more arrests will come. Texas Governor Abbott saying this on social media. The Texas National Guard and Department of Public Safety quickly regained control and are redoubling the razor wire barriers.
Fox's Griff Jenkins. Another border concern, drug smuggling. As the CDC reports, there was a record number of drug overdose deaths in the most recent year track, 2022. Nearly 108,000 Americans died, many of them fentanyl victims, slightly higher than the 2021 total. America's listening to Fox News.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare information guide absolutely free. Call 800-919-3200. That's 800-919-3200. 800-919-3200. Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos. Fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
The clock keeps ticking on Capitol Hill. The House and Senate have until midnight to approve a $1.2 trillion bill to fund the government for the rest of the fiscal year to avert a potential government shutdown. One senator may be on his way out of Washington with legal trouble affecting a re-election campaign.
New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez says he won't be running in the Democratic primary in June, but isn't ruling out running as an independent if he's exonerated. Menendez and his wife are facing federal bribery charges over accusations they accepted gold bars, money, and luxury cars in exchange for favors benefiting several individuals and the governments of Egypt and Qatar. He says the current legal battles would be a distraction.
The present accusations I am facing, of which I am innocent, and will prove so, will not allow me to have that type of dialogue.
The senator is still refusing to resign despite calls from multiple members of his own party to do so.
Fox's Ryan Schmelz at the Capitol, and Idaho escaped prisoners back behind bars. Skylar Mead and the man police say helped break him free from a Boise hospital Tuesday were captured in Twin Falls and are now also suspects in the deaths of 2 men while they were on the run. Police in New York and Pennsylvania have their own manhunts.
For 2 people police believe took over an unoccupied Manhattan apartment, then killed the woman who came to check on her late mother's place, stuffing her body in a duffel bag, where she was found last week there. Officials believe Nadia Vitels died of blunt force trauma after the suspects returned home and found her. They're seen on video stealing her Lexus and fleeing, driving through New Jersey to Pennsylvania, where they crashed the car. The plates only run the next day after local police found the vehicle. Investigators say the pair, described as a man and woman in their 20s, are seen on video trying to buy another car at several Pennsylvania dealerships. Lillian Wu, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures down a little bit the day after the Dow and the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 all hit record highs. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. State grant will help fund 19 organizations that feed their local communities. Funding provided through the Illinois Stewardship Alliance. It'll help local groups source local food for communities. One of the groups benefiting from the new funding down at the farm in Fairbury and other local communities across central Illinois. A bill under consideration in Springfield requiring social media companies to notify parents if they find their child being threatened or in some sort of danger. The bill passed unanimously out of the House Consumer Protection Committee. It would also give Illinois Attorney General the power to pursue social media companies that don't comply. University of Illinois police asking for help in identifying a person they believe to be responsible for recent campus vandalisms. On March 12th, security cameras recording a person spray painting multiple dumpsters, lighting control boxes, and map posts on 6th John and Wright Streets in Campus Town. You're up to date from the Stevie Jay Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
All right, thank you, Jim Miller. ESPN 93.5 Weekend. We're checking with our meteorologist, Greg Solier, who knows everything there is to know about those maps and charts and stuff. What you see, we're a little concerned about. This is Palm Sunday, and they got Easter, but Easter could be a little cooler, you're thinking.
True.
Huh?
Yeah, I think, there's very active and a fair amount of the country, especially the plains and Corn Belt, moisture-laden. That's good news for some of the still drought-ridden areas lurking up into Wisconsin, for example. The northern Corn Belt, upper Midwest, they had been in the midst of a snow drought. These next 3 weather systems will double and triple some of the snow totals that they've seen for the wintertime season. That's testimony to how little they've seen from Montana east to about maybe Green Bay, Wisconsin. 4 inches of snow from there on southward to just about the Illinois-Wisconsin line. And then you've got the wet weather, too. Matter of fact, coming out of Omaha currently, 34 there. Showers, couple of thunderstorms at Omaha, I should say at Des Moines. Snow to Cedar Rapids, to Rockford, to Chicago on northward. And let's keep an eye on that Sunday to Monday scenario coming out of Omaha as well. They may be in the midst and not too far away from a late season blizzard for the upper Midwest, northern plain states as well. And, of course, the severe weather aspect, too. Lots of rain down through Florida and the southeastern states currently. Anyway, out the door currently here in east central Illinois, temperatures generally right around or a hair above freezing. 32 at Willard and Savoy later on today. We'll top out this afternoon. Not bad. Matter of fact, big warm up, 62. Sun will come out in spots here. Sprinkles and snowflakes up north near the Kankakee. Maybe a couple of raindrops here in the afternoon. Cold will come through later on tonight. Winds will pick up from the north, 34. Strange chance for a shower this evening. Windy, much cooler tomorrow. Sun and clouds and 46. Partly sunny, 53 though Sunday. 60s on Monday with showers and thunderstorms. Could be some big ones. Would cool to the 40s on Tuesday. A couple of showers near 50 Wednesday, Thursday. Rinse and repeat. Good Friday and into the Easter holiday weekend with showers and thunderstorms. And maybe by Easter, a couple of snowflakes around. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, meteorologist Greg Solier.
All right, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it very much. Todd, are you there? Todd Furness?
Yes, I am.
Nice to have you back on the program. Your book is titled The 60% Solution, Rethinking Healthcare. Do you do brackets, by the way? Do you have a NCAA bracket?
Well, my godson played for the University of Virginia, and so I was crestfallen when they lost so badly to Colorado State.
So sorry about that. That was rough. But then again, Colorado State beat you last night. They only scored 11 in the first half, so I felt better.
Can you imagine?
No.
Can you imagine?
I'd like to think Stevie J could make 11 and a half if I shoot enough. Anyway, it's Tony Bennett's a great man, great human being, and I was just sorry to see. Because he won the national title in 2019 after losing to a 16 the year before. So Virginia's been there. Fans are going, man, we got to do something with the offense, something different. But so you're all about this. You know all about it. We're at the University of Illinois, so we're fired up. The Illini won a game yesterday. Now we play with Duquesne tomorrow night, 7:40 is the time, folks, in Omaha. We got Game 2 trying to get to the Sweet 16 if we can. All right, I did not know that COVID was still a thing. So what did CDC said 5 days still when you diagnosed with a cold? Is that kind of what happened?
No. Here's what happened. So they came out with some new recommendations on what to do if you get COVID. And stunningly, they said, hey, if you feel bad, stay home and don't go to work or school.
That's it.
That's it, yeah.
Okay.
They said, you don't have to stay at home for 5 days. You don't have to stay at home for 14 days. You have to stay at home when you don't feel well and you're symptomatic. So if you've got, a runny nose, a cough, you're sneezing, or you've got a fever, then, you're symptomatic, and odds are pretty good that you may be contagious, and that's not a good thing, so you don't want to be around people when you're contagious.
That's kind of what we used to do in the old days. We used to say, hey, if you're sick, stay home. That's what we used to do. So now
a lot of our health concerns could be remedied quickly if we just did what our mothers told us when we were young.
Therein lies the problem here in the United States, a real slippage of common sense, Todd.
Exactly.
It's just no doubt.
So the other thing that kind of has gone away from the website and the recommendations, they don't use that whole 6-foot distancing thing anymore. That was completely fabricated, and Deborah Birx and Fauci admitted that it was out of thin air. But importantly, they do say, look, if you don't want to be in a crowd, obviously, if you're symptomatic, that makes sense. And they're still advocating masks, which I don't know if there's an acute harm there, but you certainly wouldn't want to put masks on children. And so there are some things that have remained. The thing that is also very notable is they're starting to interchange the words immunization and vaccination. You might be saying, well, Todd, why the heck do we care about that? Well, because they mean different things. Immunization means to make immune from, and vaccinations really don't make you immune from anything. What they do is they reduce the severity of the symptoms, so you're less likely to die or have severe problems, need hospitalization, for example. But they're not the same thing, and the reason that's important is because back in the day when we were in the middle of COVID, people are saying, hey, we're going to force the vaccination, and the nation has a long history with forced vaccinations, and the reality is we don't. We have a long history with forced immunizations, like polio and measles and things like that. So some of the stuff is a little bit slippery. I get nervous about. The biggest concern I have is the public trust in our institutions, and I think we really need institutions to be trustworthy, and we need them to do the good work that they have done in the past, and we need to avoid politicization of these issues.
It must be a real power trip if you say, make sure you say 6 feet, and everybody in America puts 6 feet stickers on the floor and all that. If it was just guessing, why not 2 feet or 8 feet or 12 feet? It's just arbitrary. And then I said at the time, there's going to be a core of people in America that simply aren't going to ever get over this. There's a fear factor. I was driving yesterday, rearview mirror, man in car, all alone with a mask, and I'm trying to think of wonder what circumstance when the masks don't work, they're afraid.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And one of the things that happens is that these things get just embedded in our psyche, but also in our regulations and our policies, and they're very, very difficult to remove once that happens. And you're seeing that. Yesterday, your driving experience was emblematic of that, or symptomatic of that. So yeah, you're exactly right.
Or they're walking by themselves outside. I mean, it hurts. It really is sad because there's some mental health issues that are tied up in this. The other side, Todd, if anything comes up, half the country's going to say, "Ain't doing nothing. Sorry, we're out." Right? I mean, they're not going to do this. We're not doing that again.
Yes, and that goes back to the heart of the issue with trust, right? If you don't trust your institutions, then you're going to say, hey, I know better than you do, and the fact that you have a degree or the fact that you're smart doesn't mean you can't be wrong.
Yeah. Todd Furniss, F-U-R-N-I-S-S, the 60% Solution Rethinking Healthcare. Where can people find you, connect with you, buy your book? How do they do that?
Amazon is for the book, and toddfurniss.com or Rethinking Healthcare. Rethinking.healthcare is a website I have. The other big news of the day, and I don't want to steal your time here, but is the issue with ivermectin. I don't know if you saw this.
No, I did not. Tell me about ivermectin.
Big news today, where the FDA now has to go back and remove all of its social media posts about ivermectin, where they were advocating against using it. So that's a big turnabout. It's a result of a settlement that happened yesterday. The signed orders still being. I mean, it's out. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet this morning, but that's big. And so I think that's another issue where people are going to have to. I would hope anyway, apologize for their rush to the end zone and make mistakes, because ivermectin has been proven to work, and it's a drug that's been around for a long time, and it was really disparaged by everybody from academics to media hosts on late night comedy shows.
No, they've just demonized ivermectin for sure.
Yeah,
unbelievable. Yeah. And so you're telling me it's okay now?
Yeah. It has certain applications, just like it always has.
I'm so confused.
Pretty safe.
I'm so confused. I'm so confused. It's Todd Furness. Listen, thanks for being on, Todd. Hope we can chat again sometime.
Always love to. Thanks so much.
Thank you. On the Tavin's Towing phone line, ESPN 93.5 with your sports headlines.
If you watched the first half when Illinois was facing Morehead State yesterday afternoon, I think you would have been a little nervous.
Oh, yeah. It's 39-38 Illinois at halftime. Heck, yeah, we're nervous as can be. We're thinking, oh, no.
I know.
And then I'm telling you, the turning point in the basketball game was Terrence Shannon diving for the ball 3 different times on one play and getting the ball off the other team's knee, the player's knee, and it was amazing. It made me want to play. Yeah. I was ready to play ball.
Put me in,
Let's go. That's your leading guy, Terrence Shannon Jr., showing he gets on the floor to get the ball, and it just changed. Everything changed after that.
With 26 points yesterday, Dane just 9 for 9 from the field, was also a contributor. Coach talked about Luke Goody and Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn.
How about Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn, who hung in there? His ball wasn't falling all year, and he makes 2 in the NCAA first round. Man.
Nice.
Nice.
So, and Marcus Domask, of course, with 12 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. That's a triple-double,
But it's we've been playing NCAA tournament basketball since what? A long, long, long time. That's just the 10th time a player has achieved a triple-double, double figures in points, assists, and rebounds. And Marcus did it, and he's in the history books.
That's right. So go Illini. Now we have Duquesne, which is at 7:40 tomorrow night. They're 25-11 on the season. They beat BYU yesterday. Michigan State's moving on after beating Mississippi State 69-51, and they'll advance to a 4:30 game tomorrow against North Carolina, number 1 seed. So I think, of course, Big Ten fans are rooting for all these Big Ten schools.
I am. I want all the Big Ten schools. We're 2-0. We got 4 Big Ten schools playing today.
Out of the gate today is number 9 Northwestern taking on number 8 Florida Atlantic. Now, Florida Atlantic is the one that snuck into the Final Four last year, right? So,
and we played them in Madison Square Garden and beat them.
Okay.
And a very impressive win for us out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that's when Terrence and Marcus had 33 points.
Okay.
It was a great game.
So Texas A&M, number 9 seed, taking on number 8 Nebraska with a 5:50 start tonight. So these are some of the things we're watching. Number 12, James Madison, and number 5, Wisconsin at 8:40 this evening. And, of course, our Illini against 7:40 on Saturday. I like that. The Parkland's men's team lost, but they'll play for 5th place today. The women's basketball team beat Missouri State yesterday at the State Farm Center, so they'll play Sunday against Stony Brook. So way to go, our Illini. When it comes to other sports, Illinois baseball's in Indiana for 3 games. Illinois softball in Nebraska for 3 games. And we've also got Edmund Ruth, who's in Kansas City, advancing in the NCAA Wrestling Championship quarterfinals. So he'll go, I think, at 11 a.m. today in Kansas City. And I don't know if you saw the news about our Illinois football team has been bumped from playing EIU Saturday, August 31st to Thursday, August 29th. So I don't know whether that's a Big Ten thing where they want to put on some, showtime, games or things like that just a few days ahead of time.
I'm not going to pop the bubble, but I work on Thursday.
Okay.
Saturday we can go all day.
Okay,
and just hang out. Whatever you want to do. We'll play whenever.
The spring game is on April 20th at 1.
Well, they're brought to you by Kramer Siding and Window.
Kramer Siding is your premier provider for home improvements. Of course, siding, window, doors, roofing, outdoor living. Visit kramersiding.com.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign and Banff vicinity back into milder mode for the day today, while snows pass well to the north. There may be a couple of snow flurries up near the Kankakee, even a sprinkle to the north of Champaign early on this morning. Otherwise, partly sunny skies. Slim chance for a shower this afternoon. We'll make it to about 62 as winds turn southerly and pick on up at 12 to 22 and gusty. Might be a lone shower this evening. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, breezy, low down to 34. Not bad for the weekend. A windy, much cooler day's worth of weather tomorrow. Temps back down a bit below average at 46 with a northeast to east wind. Down tomorrow night to near 30. And partly sunny, a little bit milder for the day on Sunday. The high at about 53. We'll warm it up to 62 with showers and thunderstorms Monday. Cool it down to 52 on Tuesday with some shower activity around. Then lower 50s for highs, more seasonal. Wednesday and Thursday next week. Back into another dynamic system late next week towards Friday. High temperatures into the 60s and additional showers and thunderstorms as well. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
I'm Susan Lee, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Investors appear to be ready to take some profits after the major averages closed at fresh records yesterday. The Dow Jones Industrials ended the session within striking distance of 40,000. Nike shares are skidding after its disappointing quarter and forecast. Reddit shares are losing a little ground after the social media forum stock jumped 48% in yesterday's debut. FedEx shares are gaining. Its cost-cutting appears to be paying off. Lululemon Athletica shares are down 13%. Its forecast is cautious. The lowest paid workers in the U.S. economy are being paid more, but the Economic Policy Institute tells MarketWatch low-wage workers are still not being paid enough to make ends meet. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola, invested in you.
From the Fox News Podcasts Network. Listen to the all-new Bret Baier podcast featuring Common Ground, talking to lawmakers weekly from opposite sides of the political spectrum about the issues of the day and how Americans can find common ground in a politicized world.
That's just not happening on Capitol Hill. It takes leadership, right?
Yeah, it absolutely does.
Along with all your Bret Baier favorites like the campaign, the candidates, the all-star panel, and much more. Available now at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Invest in yourself and your money with a free rewards checking account from Fisher National Bank. Instead of losing a little each month in service fees and charges, wouldn't it be nice to earn on your money? Switch to Fisher National, where we offer 2.02 annual percentage yield on balances up to $20,000. No service fees or minimum balance required. Simply make 12 debit card purchases, agree to receive your statements electronically, and have at least one direct deposit in a monthly cycle to qualify. It's as easy as that. If an excellent APY alone wasn't enough, our free rewards checking also includes ATM fee refunds up to $20 and access to Reward Saver, which increases your earnings potential with 4.07% APY on balances up to $20,000. When you're ready to maximize your money, look to Fisher National, a bank ready to make the investment in you. See monthly requirements at any branch or visit fishernational.com. Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC.
I'm Justin Ike, co-owner of Fred's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, Electric, and Underground.
So, Justin, tell me what you see as typical when it comes to sewer repair. Give me a scenario.
Your sewer's backed up and somebody comes along and says, you need this repair for X amount of dollars. Here's my price. And you don't think to go looking for another company or a second opinion because you don't feel like you have time.
So is it possible that you might get charged a little more because it's kind of a desperate moment? Do some companies do that?
Oh, absolutely they will. They know you're in a pinch. Typically, if you call us, me or Will can be out there within an hour to look at that problem for you. Whether you call me first or you call me second, make sure you give me a call.
Anything else, Justin?
You can always trust Fred's.
Great to know. Thank you. That's Justin Ike, the co-owner of Fred's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Electric, and Underground. If you want more information about this great 45-year family-owned company, just go to fredscu.com. That's fredscu.com. Got a great event from Busey coming up, but before we talk about that, I want to talk about Busey. Taxes can be taxing. Rethink Tax Time with Busey. You know, tax day is quickly approaching. Sorry about that. It's April 16th?
I think so.
Yeah, Tuesday, April 16. Avoid costly penalties. Keep money in your pockets by contributing to retirement accounts by that date, April 16. You can still do that. Organize records, file electronically. The typical taxpayer can get up to $3,000 back. That's kind of the average. But if you get extra money, you want to pay off the horrible, sometimes 30% interest on credit cards.
Absolutely.
Right now. Tax laws are complex. The people at Busey can help you. They are experts. Busey can suggest that you consult your tax advisor before making investment tax decisions. You can go to Busey.com, stop by one of their many convenient locations to get started today on your maximum refund. Investment product services not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee. Nancy?
One thing about Busey is they're really involved in the community.
How
and
so?
So many great events.
I refute that. There's no way. They don't have any history like that. Nancy Gallion is here. How are you?
Good morning. It's great to be here.
Busey has been around. We joke about what 1868 would look like in this town. Do they have drive-thrus and bad speakers?
With the horses then?
Right with you.
Yes, we've been around a very long time and proud to be part of the community.
Absolutely.
So, Nancy, what are you doing with Busey, and what do you have going on tomorrow?
So, tomorrow afternoon from 4 to 6 at Soccer Planet in Urbana, we are hosting a fun event for parents and their children to come out and hang out and play some soccer, have some great snacks, make some crafts, and Parkland College soccer players will be joining us for those 2 hours. And then we're going to close out the event with a great egg hunt. We're talking golden egg prizes.
Ooh. Now, these are for children, not older people, right?
Correct,
Okay.
children. Sorry.
And what do you define as children? Because I feel 12.
Right.
Well, you can feel whatever age you'd like, but we're looking for grade school children, elementary, to come out and have a great time. And it's perfect.
Parents listening going, I don't have any plans. I might as well go to the Soccer Planet and get all the free stuff.
Right.
Why not?
We have some amazing prizes and goodies, and the kids will love the crafts.
And no money.
It's
What?
free.
What?
It's free.
Okay,
Please
so
come.
Soccer Planet, I know Frasca is over there
Yes.
off, Cunningham then?
Yes,
And-
it's over there by Farm and Fleet
Yes.
and
Yep.
M2.
Okay.
North Willow Road, I think.
Yes,
isn't it?
that's correct.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
North Willow Road.
Yeah. All right,
So that's
tomorrow.
4 to 6?
4 to 6.
4 to 6.
Okay.
And again, up to age what? 10, 12, 8?
Yes.
What? Somewhere.
Yes,
Okay.
10.
But
Elementary school.
Very good.
Kick the ball around and eat and
Meet some Parkland soccer players.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hang out with them, and maybe you can learn some new skills on
Awesome.
and off the field.
it's really cool.
Busey's also involved in the kids run when it comes to the Illinois Marathon. Now that's the last weekend in April. Our townies need to start to take note. If you're not signed up to volunteer, so many volunteers out of Busey on terrific events.
Yes, we're very proud to be a part of that and a sponsor of the Youth Run on that Saturday. The race for the Youth Run is at 3 p.m. We're going to have a great fun zone as well. And again, great snacks too.
I love the
Maybe
snacks.
some mac and cheese.
Gracie's running that 26.2.
Oh my goodness.
Daughter
Well,
Grace, yeah.
I'm going to cheer her on.
Yeah, well, I tell you, that's a long way.
So, and that's essentially the 50-yard line in Memorial Stadium is
Correct.
where the
Yeah.
finish line is.
Yes.
You have to get a little adrenaline as you close that thing out, right? That'd be
Absolutely.
fun to run around there.
Yes.
But you need the kids to sign up now for
Right.
the Christie
Now's the
Clinic
time.
Illinois Marathon Kid Run.
Absolutely. Now's the time to sign up, and you can pick it up at the rec center on that weekend.
Oh, the little packet pickup.
Yes, the packet pickup and everything. So we encourage the kids to sign up and have their friends run with them too.
Absolutely.
All right.
So that's April 28th?
27th.
7th. Okay.
April 27th.
April
Thank
27th,
you for
3
that.
p.m. Memorial Stadium, children 10 and under for that. And again, tomorrow, 4 to 6, elementary school kids, Soccer Planet, 4 to 6. Kids run around, kick the ball, and get food. What's wrong with that one?
I love it. Thank you so much to you and the team at Busey.
Thank you.
Are you liking this new chapter? I know you from your work at Channel 3 so many years.
Yes, it's great to be a part of the Busey team, and it's great to be a part of the community and doing all these great events.
Well, it's a natural fit for you, Nancy. You're very plugged in, and thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
Nancy Gallion. Thanks for running by Philo, the new studios.
I love the
the
space.
center of the universe.
Exactly.
It's great.
We love it. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
I see Nancy Gallion with Busey, and again, all these events. The one tomorrow, 4 to 6 again, Soccer Planet. If you've got kids that love, that's just a fun event, and you don't spend a dime.
Right.
I love it.
There's a little event tab. You go to Busey.com. Urbana Park District needs you this summer. Crystal Lake Family Aquatic Center is now open, and a few more lifeguards are needed. No experience? No problem. Aquatic staff will train you and get you certified. This is a great job for those 15 years of age or older, and adults looking for a side gig or seasonal job. To apply, go to urbanaparks.org and fill out an application. If you have questions, call the Park District, 217-367-1544. Urbana Park District, you belong here. urbanaparks.org.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise, but Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change your car, driver, or address.
Your Erie agent in Champaign is Thomas & Ellers Insurance.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at erieinsurance.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Yeah, I noticed some of your tires, friend, had, not much tread. If you want some tires, I'm helping today with Clay Dooley. That's our Stever. I'm giving out $500 off a set of 4 tires from Firestone. If you're interested, just text in tires to 217-359-2255 or go to gostever.com. It's 8:30.
News, I'm Therese Crowley. This is Communism in America. Donald Trump posting on Truth Social with a deadline Monday for what he calls a crazy demand from a political hack judge to come up more than $450 million bond to appeal his New York real estate judgment. The Biden re-election campaign crowing they have 3 times the cash on hand as Trump for re-election. But his approval numbers making President Biden vulnerable to third-party candidate RFK Jr., who's set to launch a Latino outreach, Viva Kennedy, echoing his uncle, President JFK. A crowd of 300 migrants barreled through razor wire and National Guard troops at El Paso.
Several soldiers were assaulted. We did make several arrests for that, and there is more arrests and more charges to come. But that clearly shows, Laura, that we need to have consequences.
Texas DPS Lieutenant Chris Oliveras on Fox's The Ingram Angle. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Thanks to an executive order from the Illinois Department of Public Health, schools in Illinois now able to carry inhalers for all students. Order allows all trained school workers to treat any student suffering from an asthma attack or any emergency respiratory illness with inhalers or other medications. Illinois Commerce Commission once again reviewing spending proposals from the state's 2 major electric utility companies. The panel rejecting multi-year plans from Commonwealth Edison and Ameren, Illinois last year that proposed billions of dollars to be spent to support the state's new climate goals. City of Champaign will be helping some homeowners through Vital Repairs with $1 million grant from the state. Residents can pre-apply for a Vital home repair costing up to $60,000 through the city. Repairs eligible to be covered include roofing, electrical and plumbing systems, and improvements needed to improve a home's accessibility so the elderly or those with disabilities can age in place. You're up to date from the Stevie Jay Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Joe Miller.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign and Van Ness Saturday back into milder mode for the day-to-day with the weather system passing to the north. Organized snows through the northern Great Lakes region and northern Corn Belt. And that weather pattern remains a pretty active one, by the way, in our general neck of the woods for the foreseeable future. But nothing more than an isolated shower for the day-to-day, and that mainly north of Champaign. Even a couple of snowflakes this morning up towards the Kankakee. 62 later on today as winds turn southerly in a partly sunny sky. Isolated shower chance early on tonight. Breezy low down to 34. Windy, much cooler for the day tomorrow. Partly cloudy and the high to about 46. Partly sunny, milder 53 on Sunday. 62 with some showers and thunderstorms on Monday. Tuesday, still a couple of showers, back to cooler weather. The high near 50. Lower 50s and some short-term drier weather for Wednesday and Thursday of next week. And then late next week back into a warm-up and scattered showers and thunderstorms as well. High temperatures into the lower 60s. Heads up late in the weekend, by the way, if you're going to stick around out there at Omaha. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
Tapman's Towing reminds all Illini fans, when you're on the road and see lights flashing, move over and use caution passing. Let's all get home safe tonight.
Relax. Call back 217-359-7293.
Every month we honor law enforcement because they deserve it. A 7-year guy, 8 years in Florida, 15 total. He's now with the Champaign Police Department. Presently serves as a sergeant in the patrol division, Sergeant Austin Massey. Why did you get into this business?
Ever since I was really young, I was raised to respect law enforcement and appreciate that they are in their position to help us and be ready to assist at your worst time. Growing up, seeing the law enforcement in the community out there helping, just really something I wanted to do and be there to help people on their worst day, help make their lives a little better.
How do you approach each day?
You never know what you're going to get. Coming into work, you never know. It could be a nice, calm day, nothing going on. I can just take care of paperwork and get everyone squared away. But then the wheels can fall off and we can go call to call to call. It's almost instinct.
Relax. Call back 217-359-7293.
You are looking live. Yeah, we're still playing it. There was a moment in the game when I'm going, you know what? I guess we could lose this. And I was just planning the day. We weren't going to talk about basketball. I don't care. When we lose, I'm salty. I could care less.
What tournament?
So right now, I'm all in. This is real. This is so fun.
I love it.
This is so fun. So can we beat Duquesne? Don't be going there. And they're 11. Oh yeah, don't be going there. We were big favorites against number 13 Chattanooga and got beat. So don't think Duquesne can't beat you because they can. Mm-hmm. I promise you Duquesne can beat us tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Now, we have the better team. So you go out there with this is a, Illinois is on radar, so people will watch us. And that's a big point. At 7:40 is prime time. I mean, there'll be a lot of eyeballs on Illinois and Duquesne, and majority of America will be rooting for Duquesne. You always root for the underdog, or you feel empathy for the underdog. So such a small school out of Pittsburgh. We want to win, and we want to go to next weekend, and then forget about who you might get. Iowa State and UConn, whatever. It's fine. Just get through Duquesne, and let's have a week of fun, dreaming about maybe making the Final Four.
Absolutely.
All right, so anyway, 7:40 tomorrow night. Good news. Illinois beats Morehead State, who gave us everything we wanted for nearly 3/4 of the game, and we broke it open late. But boy, when the boys ratcheted up, we are tough. We are really, really good on those moments in Nebraska's second half. The last 15 minutes of the game yesterday, really, really impressive. Dane Danger came in and just blew the doors off the game. It was really amazing. And I'm so happy for a kid who, kids, they're thinking transfer. He's playing 3 minutes a game. I hope he's not thinking transfer anymore. We need Dane to come back. We need Luke Goody. We need Ty Rogers. Dre Gibbs, Longhorn now. And you got Armani Hansberry, who's going to be good.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have about 4 portal guys at least. And so they're going to come in. The other players are going, wait a minute, what about me? Well, Brad likes to mix in the culture of now to help the guys coming in understand it. The fact that Brad Underwood has put together this team where everybody's, remember the word, connected.
Yes.
I mean, it isn't that easy to do that. And then they hang out together and they like each other. I mean, it's just, sometimes that happens and a lot of times it doesn't.
I know.
And somebody's not getting the ball enough and it's this, and you're not playing me right, and I'm supposed to go to the league and you're holding me back all the time.
Right.
All the time.
Well, when Luke Goody was in the senior ceremony, we were all nervous, but he had the credits and he's worked hard in finance in the Geese College of Business, and why not? But it did make us nervous, but I'm telling you what, when he talks with us at ESPN 93.5, especially the guys in the afternoon on the drive, it just sounds like he's going to be solid Illini.
Yeah, he had a really good game, hit 3 threes, played some good defense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he played some good defense, and that's been kind of the weak point here this year, but I thought he Riley Minix was their best player, and Riley had to give up the ball a lot. And anyway, Luke did well. It was awesome to have so many good contributors yesterday. And of course, Marcus Damaskin, the triple-double. That's a one for the books. That's just so exciting. So let's go beat Duquesne tomorrow night it's in light of LeBron James giving the whole team new tennis shoes for the game. That's not fair.
Whatever.
Their coach was, I guess, his high school coach, because LeBron didn't play college. So
that's true.
He was high school coach at Akron or something. All right. If you win the Powerball, your first move is to secure the ticket.
Okay, so I just looked it up, $750 million for tomorrow night's drawing.
All right, so then you secure the ticket, and then what's the play? Do you tell people? Do you very quietly call the number you're supposed to contact if you know who won, and then they'll advise you, what, do I go to Springfield? Where do I go to get my check, and can I be anonymous? I think you can. I think there are different rules in different states. I thought you could be anonymous, depending on the game, but I would probably choose anonymous and do this as quietly as possible.
Probably so.
It would leak out. It's 100% likely.
That would be a tight, hard secret to keep. Mega Millions jackpot is an estimated $977 million with the drawing tonight. So
I just don't get out for under $1 billion. I'm sorry. I just got to wait.
But I mean, they're saying because of both these jackpots, it's surpassing the $1 billion mark.
Okay. Well, I'm more interested if somebody would actually bring me a ticket. I'd give them $2 because I don't have time to go get one. I'm busy.
And I said to my husband Mike when he got a few, let me take a picture of the one that I hand Stevie so we can at least split it if he was a winner, and I'll have proof of that.
I didn't sign anything. I didn't sign anything.
Well, I mean, there's always going to be that too. And see, that's another thing. If you do a pool at work,
it's in the courts for years. Right. If somebody wants this, you just again. I remember there's Johnny's office in New Orleans, and everybody bought one but Chris Steinmetz, and I called him on the air and says, why didn't you buy this? He says, because we're not going to win. And he saved his $1.
Okay.
And Chris is retired now. He's like 50.
Okay.
So he can't.
Well, there you go.
You can't argue with that. Mm-hmm. All right, 8:41. One more round on the sports headlines next, then weather, then we're done for the weekend. Stand by.
I've got to clean out this garage. Let's see. What's the cheapest and easiest dumpster service in our area?
Here's what I found. The doggy bag.
Think she's broken. I'm not looking for takeout. Siri, try again.
The doggy bag from Bulldog Disposal in Mahomet.
Doggy bag? What's that?
If you got junk that needs to go, but you don't want the hassle of having an enormous dumpster delivered, grab a doggy bag, keep it as long as you need. They'll come take it away. For more information, just visit bulldoggybag.com.
That's bulldoggybag.com.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
Since 1917, Clay Dooley Tire and Auto has been committed to helping you drive with confidence. Firestone tires can make all the difference on the road. Plus, take advantage of the road-ready financing options. Get the tires and services you need now and pay over time. Clay Dooley Tire and Auto, just off Neal Street. Call 217-352-4286.
Clay Dooley Tire and Auto. Proven trusted your friends and family.
Illini fans, this year we celebrate the 100th anniversary of Memorial Stadium for the 2024 Fighting Illini football season. Season tickets for the 2024 football season are on sale now, and Illini fans who renew their season tickets by February 1st are eligible to win amazing prizes, memorabilia, and experiences. Secure your season tickets for Homecoming, Dad's Day, and a special rededication of Memorial Stadium on October 19th against Michigan. Visit fightingillini.com for more information.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
That's a pretty good reminder. If I go to the University of Illinois and go inside a building and inside to the basement where the office is, would there be people on this campus that didn't know we played?
Right.
I think you're right.
I think so too. If they're really into their studies and their research, are they looking up?
Well, I'm talking about, let's say TAs or professors. Would all of them know? I would have to think at this point.
You would think.
Because we're really good.
But I did run into somebody yesterday at a meeting in Urbana, and they said, oh, there was a game. And I was like, okay, well... Wow. Yes.
I just I'm
March Madness, baby.
I'm overboard on that end.
Right.
So I'm too much.
Right.
But to not know?
And there was a text in to 359-2255 yesterday saying, oh, it's so interesting how oblivious people are to the world is burning when March Madness comes around and they pivot to
but look at
your
it this
bracket.
way. Look at it this way. It's escapism for a couple days.
I was thinking
and then
that too.
When the brackets are busted, we're back.
Right.
So let us have a moment.
Exactly.
Let's just give us a moment. All right.
And the moment was 85-69 over Morehead State, who was the number 14 seed. As a number 3 seed, now we have Duquesne, and it's 7:40 tomorrow. Now, I'm good because I have the, wedding showcase from 2 to 5.
Yeah, that fits in perfectly.
And then the Battle of the Badges, which is Champaign Police and Fire. Doors open at 5 for the ice rink and U of I campus tomorrow. And it's a big fundraiser. Lots of great prizes, food trucks, blah, blah, blah. And then, in the last part of the game, I'm especially going to catch that. So 7:40 is a good time for me.
The game won't in until 9:30.
That's right.
There you go.
Let's go. What do we have on audio?
A little Brad.
Okay.
It's a very good team, and obviously they had a great season. So I thought we had a great spurt in the first half, kind of getting up 7 or 8. I thought that Dane's insertion in the game was obviously critical. He had 21 season high. And then, the all-around game of Marcus, I think somebody told me he's the 10th player in NCAA tournament history to have a triple-double. That's a pretty special night. And so very, very solid. Luke Goody was tremendous off the bench, not just offensively making threes, but his defense I thought was very, very good. He provided great energy, and I thought that Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn was spectacular in the first half, both ends of the court. So survive and advance. We move on, and excited about the opportunity to take on a great Duquesne.
I think a really good quote. Andy Dixon from Channel 3 got this one in the locker room with Marcus Damask and his awareness of his triple-triple. Here we go.
There's probably like 10 minutes left in the second half, and Tyler and Terrence were the ones telling me about it. Terrence was the one that really wanted me to get it. He said, when I needed like 4 points left, he said if I don't start shooting, he was going to fight me. So I had to start shooting a little bit.
Oh, my gosh.
I saw Andy Olson post that with Channel 3 Sports. Just really fun. And everybody seems like they're having a good time.
You know what, too? And the high character of a Marcus Damask, high character. Mm-hmm. You can see it in the family. You can see it in their faith and some of the tweets that his dad has made. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was just an incredible addition. When they got Marcus Damask, I said, he'll be a good three-point shooter. The guy's going to play pro ball somewhere.
I know.
He's going to play professionally and make money and travel the world. I don't know if he'll get to the NBA. Maybe. Who knows? But he's a fantastic basketball player.
And with the 10th overall NCAA triple-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. Go Illini.
Yep.
And when it comes to the women, they'll be in action Sunday at the State Farm Center against Stony Brook. 74-69 winners in the Women's Basketball Invitational Tournament.
Nice.
74-69 over Missouri State. So that was, a sound win. And Adalia McKenzie, is it? I just have Adalia. She's got her third double-double in that game. When it comes to baseball on the road in Indiana, 3 games starting at 5 today. Starting at 5 today in Nebraska, our softball team is in action. Also, Edmund Ruth is advancing in the NCAA Wrestling Championship quarterfinals in Kansas City. And our game against EIU has been bumped from Saturday, August 31st, to Thursday, August 29th. So our football team is also doing doing their spring practices and getting ready for that orange and blue scrimmage on April 20th at 1. That's sports. I'm Diane Ducey.
Yep, rooting for Shauna Green. Let's go support the women on Sunday.
Absolutely.
It'll fit into the timing of everything. The team will be back. Josh Whitman, I'm sure, will be at the women's game Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
He's with the team, of course, in Omaha right now. But no, let's go. Let's see if we can get to the Sweet 16. Again, we better come with our energy. You saw what Morehead State did out of the gate yesterday.
Yeah.
9-0.
I know.
3 threes in a row, and you're going, oh, boy.
Well,
and so Duquesne's going to come out sky high. LeBron James is their guy. He gave them their tennis shoes. They're connected with LeBron. Listen, they're going to play their brains out, and we better be ready.
Well, when I saw some headlines coming out of the tournament games, Calipari to mold changes after UK's stunning exit when they lost to Oakland, people are paying attention to that and saying, whoa, 80-76, Oakland came out on top.
Yeah, team we beat by just 10 at State Farm in December. Very good team with a 40-year coach, Greg Kempe. All right, it is 10 till 9.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign and vicinity back into milder mode for the day today, while snows pass well to the north. There may be a couple of snow flurries up near the Kankakee, even a sprinkle to the north of Champaign early on this morning. Otherwise, partly sunny skies. Slim chance for a shower this afternoon. We'll make it to about 62 as winds turn southerly and pick on up at 12 to 22 and gusty. Might be a lone shower this evening. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, breezy, low down to 34. Not bad for the weekend. A windy, much cooler day's worth of weather tomorrow. Temps back down a bit below average at 46 with a northeast to east wind. Down tomorrow night to near 30, and partly sunny, a little bit milder for the day on Sunday. The high at about 53. We'll warm it up to 62 with showers and thunderstorms Monday. Cool it down to 52 on Tuesday with some shower activity around, then lower 50s for highs, more seasonal. Wednesday and Thursday next week, back into another dynamic system late next week towards Friday. High temperatures into the 60s and additional showers and thunderstorms as well. For Stevie Jay Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Hi, this is Troy Lands from Lands Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. With colder temperatures here, let's make sure your heating system is operating at its best. At Lands, you can join our comfort family and get exclusive savings and support to keep your heating system in tip-top shape this winter and all year round. Our plans offer tune-ups, discounts on repair, and even lifetime system enhancements. Plus, we back up our equipment with labor warranty when we install it. Find out more about our comfort family maintenance plans at landsinc.com. I'm Troy Lands, and you can count on my company because you can count on me.
What does the Apple Dumpling restaurant offer?
The Apple Dumpling serves up homemade favorites, fried chicken, sandwiches, delicious chicken and noodles, beef and noodles, meatloaf, all kinds of comfort food.
And of course, the Apple Dumpling with a scoop of ice cream, perhaps.
Visit this community treasure if you're looking for great people, great atmosphere, and great food in Urbana.
The Apple Dumpling Restaurant, open Tuesdays through Saturdays with a lunch buffet on Sundays. On High Cross Road in Urbana, you can look up the Apple Dumpling on Facebook.
At ABC Heating and Air, it's our promise to help you always be comfortable. Do you need rescued because you're burning hot? Do you need rescued because your air is shot? Call ABC Heating and Air at 352-5400 and let us rescue you from the heat. ABC Heating and Air, 352-5400. Can't you see you need to call me at ABC? Call ABC Heating and Air. That's ABC Heating and Air, 352-5400.
As Tapman's Towing celebrates 50 years of serving Central Illinois, we're always seeking good people to serve our great customers. Our team of expert tow professionals would like to interview others with CDLs, previous tow experience, or a strong interest in serving others. If you enjoy serving people, love working in the outdoors, and looking for a career, not just a job, we should talk soon. Do you have a strong desire but lack the experience? We should still talk. Visit our career page at tapmanstowing.com.
Firestone Tires can make all the difference on the road. Drive with confidence. Plus, take advantage of the road-ready financing options. Get the tires and services you need now and pay over time. Your vehicle will thank you for the upgrade. Since 1917, Clay Dooley Tire and Auto has been committed to helping you drive with confidence. Just off Neal Street, call 217-352-4286.
Clay Dooley Tire and Auto. Proven trusted, your friends and family.
Bet like the pros with the world's largest sports book right at your fingertips. Circus Sports is now available in Illinois. Hi, I'm Derek Stevens. I've been a lifelong sports bettor and I'm the owner of Circus Sports. We're excited that the Circus Sports app is now ready for action. Experience big app bets with high betting limits, tight money line splits, and more. Now you can download, fund, and bet like a pro from anywhere in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com. If you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
I don't know. If we were to beat Duquesne, I think 740, 840, 940, 1040, 11, probably wheels up 11:30 or midnight, arrive at Willard at 1 a.m. Would people be there at 1 a.m.? Let's hope that's a thought.
Yeah.
And let's see what happens on social media, because I wouldn't shock me if we do that, as exciting as it would be for first time in 05 since 05.
Well, that's how it was when we were Big Ten champs. There were a few hundred at Willard when they came
packed.
on.
It really
and that
did.
was like 11:30 at night?
It was later. No, it was 9.
Okay.
9 at night.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll see. Let's hope that's a thing. Let's go ahead. I give all the respect in the world to Duquesne. I know they can beat us, but we're a better basketball team.
When we started the show, Greg Soye had said the Omaha fans are going to want to scoot on out by Sunday morning.
Sunday afternoon and evening is going to get nasty in Omaha, so leave before all that.
That's right.
Diane, thank you.
Enjoy the weekend. Go Illini.
All right. Thank you, Diane Ducey, ESPN 93.5. I'm Stevie Jay. We'll meet on Monday. Have a great and blessed weekend.
Changes to the child tax credit. What you need to know. I'm Brian Brenberg with your Fox Business Tax Tip coming up.
Kelly's Accounting does all tax types, individual, corporate, trust, partnerships, and estate, plus payroll and bookkeeping services. Your guardian angel in the finance department. Call their Monticello office, 762-5509, or visit kellysaccounting.com.
The child tax credit returned to the pre-COVID relief amount of $2,000 per child in 2022 and is no longer fully refundable. Eligible families currently get up to $1,600 back, but a bill in Congress could bring that number up to $1,800 for last year's income taxes and up to a full $2,000 in 2025 should it pass through the Senate. With tax season in full swing, many are wondering if they should wait as the credit could increase, but IRS Commissioner Danny Werfel advises to file early and says the IRS will automatically make changes and send an update. Brian Brenberg, Fox News.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
Join us for the 3rd annual Inspire Your Wedding Showcase at the Orpheum, Saturday, March 23rd, 2 to 5 p.m. in Champaign, Illinois. With the passion for the wedding industry, I wanted to bring a different format to Central Illinois vendors and couples. Our premier wedding expo is an interactive, immersive, and inspirational experience to connect, learn, and book wedding vendors, as well as learn new 2024 trends, get inspired table design looks, bridal, groom, mom fashion ideas, and walk away with a swag bag filled with goodies. Head to inspireyour.com to get your showcase ticket.
Hey, where are you headed?
To Kelsey Furniture in Tuscola.
What do they have there?
What don't they have there? Living room furniture, benches, chests, love seats, sectionals, tables, bedroom sets, hutches, nightstands, end tables, cabinets, mirrors, stools, clocks, lamps, pillows, rugs, desks, media consoles, patio furniture, Tempur-Pedic mattresses, and more.
So, everything.
Yeah, probably could have just said that.
Kelsey Furniture, quality for less.
Illini fans, this year we celebrate the 100th anniversary of Memorial Stadium for the 2024 Fighting Illini football season. Season tickets for the 2024 football season are on sale now, and Illini fans who renew their season tickets by February 1st are eligible to win amazing prizes, memorabilia, and experiences. Secure your season tickets for Homecoming, Dad's Day, and a special rededication of Memorial Stadium on October 19th against Michigan. Visit fightingillini.com for more information.
What is most important to you in your life? This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Whether you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective